Hi, everybody. My name is Miss Alyssa Morgan. I'm the vocal music teacher at McAuliffe Middle School. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade chorus, as well as an auditioned concert choir that meets during homeroom. Unfortunately, we are not doing that at the moment, but that's what I typically do during the day. A little bit about me. I've been at McAuliffe for 4 years now, and I've been teaching vocal music for 6 years, as well as many years of private lessons as well. I went to Westchester University and I am K through 12 vocal and instrumental certified from there, and I graduated in 2014. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me. This is our chorus room behind me. I have all of our, well, not all of our chairs, but I have our chairs all set up around the room. It's a fairly large room around me, just showing you like that. Although it is a large room, space is limited because of the 6 feet of distance that we're doing. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust the camera a little bit. But I have everybody spaced out accordingly. But typically, when things are normal, we have about like 60 to 70 chairs behind me normally. So I'll get into that and how the class kind of works in a little bit. So I'm going to first talk about the past, go into what's going on now, and then what you can expect in the future. So in the past, chorus has been a 67-minute class that meets every other day, and it rotates with gym. Now, in normal times, we would be singing in this room, but things are, nothing is normal right now. So right now, we are not singing in this room. I will talk about in detail a little bit what's going to be happening in this room until further notice. But typically, all my chairs would be set up for all 60 kids at a time, maybe. We'd be singing. So I'd have my piano out and we'd be doing warm-ups, and we have our winter concert and a spring concert, and that's how it typically works. But right now, until further notice, we can't sing in this room. Without getting too scientific, because I am not a science person, but when we speak, we have the aerosols, and that's why we wear masks to kind of cover that. And when you sing, those are amplified. So it's just not safe right now to do that in the building. That being said, I told the students that on nice days, I can take them outside. We can do some fun singing things out there, but they are expected to sing at home. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. They are expected to sing at home. And then in the future, hopefully, I mean, it might take step by step, but in the future, hopefully we'll be back in this room singing a little bit. So I'm going to present a PowerPoint I have that I typically show in person. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. All right, I believe I'm all good. So here is our little PowerPoint. This is, oops, hide that. So welcome to my chorus. This is my email, amorgan@jacksonsd.org. You can reach me at that phone number, and that is my exact extension to reach me during the school day. If I'm free, I will be able to pick up the phone. That tinyurl.com, that's actually my teacher page. It's just an easier way to find the teacher page, essentially. So this is where things are going to be a little bit different in chorus, at least for the first marking period until further notice. So the start of the school year will be a little different in chorus, but the music department worked hard to come up with great ideas. So due to COVID-19 regulations, we're not permitted to sing in the school building. The singing assignments will be done online. For quarter one, we'll be learning about diversity in music. This will cover musical artists who have overcome obstacles, disabilities, bullying, injustices, as well as discussions of movements and organizations that musical artists support or have created themselves. So it's a little bit different. If you have a 7th grader, they do general music this year, different than general music, but we're working really hard to create like really awesome lessons. And we're doing a lot of musical artists that the kids know that are more modern, but we're also throwing it back a little bit too, so they get a well-rounded viewpoint of it all. So sixth grade chorus, when things when things are back to normal, students will learn about sight reading with solfege. I always relate that back to The Sound of Music when you would sing the do re mi song, do a deer, a female deer. That's what solfege is, do re mi fa sol la ti do. So they'll learn how to read music using that. They'll learn how to sing in two-part harmonies, which eventually lead to three-part soprano, alto, bass harmonies later on. They'll learn how to take care of their voices as well as vocal development. They'll learn music theory, literacy, appreciation. They'll learn concert etiquette. There are two concerts typically, which we'll talk about in a couple minutes. And they obviously work together to create beautiful music. 7th and 8th grade chorus are very similar, just a little bit more involved. So I always say 6th grade chorus is like the trial period. And then if you like it, then you get the harder stuff later on. So they will be learning how to sight read with solfege. Then they sing right off the bat with three-part harmony, soprano, alto, bass. And sometimes they'll be singing challenging four-part harmonies as well. And then same as before, they're learning how to take care of their voice and vocal development, music theory, literacy, appreciation, concert etiquette, and how to work together to create beautiful music. So it's the same idea, just a little bit more challenging. So if concerts are permitted this year, we have them scheduled. So the first one is Thursday, December 10th, and the spring one is Tuesday, May 18th. 6th grade always has their own concert. There's just so many kids that it's kind of hard to have all three grades in one. Typically, we have over 300 students in chorus alone. So 6th grade has their concert at 6 p.m. and they arrive 30 minutes prior at 5:30. And then 7th and 8th grade, they have their concert at 7 p.m. and they arrive at 6:30 to Liberty. Now, I told the kids during the first week of school, December 10th concert, I am not sure if we're going to have that yet. It is scheduled, it's in the books. We're just not sure if it's going to happen yet. And then I have really high hopes for Tuesday, May 18th. It's very far away from now, so we're hoping for that one. But I will let you know as soon as I know about December 10th one. So if there are concerts, this is what the students wear. So the top has to be solid white. So a shirt, a blouse, polo, button up, whatever it may be. The bottoms are black. So black pants. I always get the question if they can wear black jeans. That's okay as long as they're very nice. There's no rips. A black skirt girls can wear. I just don't want like leggings, yoga pants, ripped pants. And then gentlemen can wear black dress pants or very nice black jeans, black slacks. Shoes, without going into very detailed how I have it here, basically just black shoes. If it's a spring, just trying to wear flip-flops because they could trip. Just nice black shoes or as dark as possible. So don't go running to the store and thinking you have to go get black shoes. If they're dark brown or navy, it's fine. All good there. And Uggs I would stay away from just because they get so hot. I don't want them on stage sweating more than they need to. Okay, so that's what they wear. So this is our new grading for what's to come for this first marking period. So new grading involves active participation with class discussion. So I tell the kids, as long as they're not falling asleep in class, as long as they're paying attention, they don't have to be the kid that's raising their hand constantly asking questions, but as long as they're actively engaged, that's fine. And then the remote days, they just hand in their assignments and do their attendance, and they're all good there. Now the test grades, they are supposed to sign their online handbook. That is due Friday the 18th. So most of them have handed them in already by now, but just make sure your child is on it. And then there's going to be a final project for quarter one at the end of the marking period that will kind of wrap up everything that we've been doing about the diversity in music unit. That's their grading. Now grading in the future, and this is also what the grading was in the past, so you can see where I'm going with that. So chorus is all about participation and preparation. Students have to come prepared with a pencil in their music in the future. They have to give it their all in chorus. So just like a sport, chorus requires teamwork. So as long as they're trying their best, they don't have to be the best singer in the world, but as long as They're trying, that's all that matters. They have to be attentive and follow directions. And then the test grades, the tests are the dress rehearsals that are during the school day. I take them on a bus over to Liberty. And then the concerts. I do occasionally do a folder check for test grades. That's when I check their music folder to make sure all of their music is in there. So participation is a big thing with grading in the future, but also in the present as well. I just ask that the students are fully engaged and ready to learn. Concert attendance and grading. So concert attendance does count as a test grade and they have to be at the concert. Obviously, if there are, family emergency, things like that, they're sick, that's a different scenario and they would be excused for that. So if a student is sick or not in school that day, this is an excused absence and will not count against them. A family emergency is also an excused absence. Transportation or attire is not an excuse to miss the concert. That's why I tell everybody the concert way ahead of time. So we can always make arrangements for transportation and attire as long as we're notified well in advance. Now, if a student misses school that day but was not ill, like maybe they had a doctor's appointment far away, they had an orthodontist appointment, just contact me and they will be able to attend. If a student doesn't attend the concert, they have to take a test in place of the concert. And that pretty much sums up the class right now. So again, you can contact me, amorgan@jacksonsd.org. That's my phone number there. The URL is my teacher page. That's just easy access right there. And just checking my notes and making sure I have everything. I covered our homework and grading. That's our online assignments. Oh, and then one last thing before I go. So for Google Meets, Chorus is not required to have a specific time for Google Meets. If anybody needs any extra help, though, I am available 2:30 to 3 o'clock every day. They can certainly email me and we can hop on a Google Meet to do any kind of extra help activities. And that is it. So if you need anything, please reach out to me in email or phone. I'm always here for you. And make sure, I'm going to actually click out of here. And make sure that your child also knows that I'm easily, you can easily reach me at any time. I'm always here and no question is a dumb question. So feel free to reach out. And I hope you guys have a great school year. We're all in this together, guys. We're all learning together. So take care. I hope I see you soon. Bye.